Welcome back to my channel. I am Fogarty. You are the friends. Fogarty and Friends. I love it every time. How is everybody doing today? Well, let's go over what we sold last night. Let's see, we had some, we had Poshmark last night. We had some eBay last night. And Vinted, and then one on Depop. And then we've had a couple this morning we got packed up as well. One on Vinted, and it was just a one on Vinted. But let's see. So, oh yeah, I got things a little bit different this time, so that way I don't get all the labels mixed up. I thought, why don't I put the labels in the bags, and then when I'm sitting here showing y'all what sold, I can just put it in the bag and get it out of the way, which that would probably be super productive. But yeah, so we sold these oh gosh, what are they? They are Maui and Sons, some sandals, size 9. I listed those, and about, no joke, 15 minutes later, I feel like that is a joke. It was probably 10 minutes later. Like 10 minutes later, boom, they were sold. I gotta move that table a little bit. It's in my way. I'll put it like this right now. That's probably a better idea. Yeah, now I can stand in front of the camera. I got that table that had all those clothes on it that I showed you guys, I think, yesterday. But yeah, so we sold these for 17 bucks, I believe. Or no, 17 bucks was the other shoes. I don't remember what somebody made. No, I think they were $17 as well. So I don't think anybody made an offer. But yeah, so that was really cool. Listed them in just a few moments. And then it's really simple. Just put them in this here bag. That's all I do. I just put them in bags. Nothing too special. Double bag it, whatever, you know, have it in the clear bag. Have it in the other bag. Used to do like boxes and stuff, but you know what? These ain't high-end shoes. There's nothing gonna happen to them. You know, like if for any reason I find a pair of like shoes I'm selling for, and maybe it's not even the dollar amount, but they're like some special collector's shoe, the buyer definitely ain't trying to wear them, or, you know, none of that. And how do I really know if that's the case or whatever? I'd put them in there, but just like your everyday random shoes, they're going in a bag, man. They're going in a bag. That's just how it works. And then I'll just take the label, and I will, so I've never had one complaint. I've sold so many shoes now, never had one complaint. And if you do plan on buying a pair of shoes and you're watching this and you would like me to put them in a shoebox, all you gotta do is just put in the message, hey, please put these in a shoebox. You know, rather than I ain't trying to put them in those shoeboxes, then I gotta charge you more shipping. I charge minimal shipping because I just throw them in here. So really, I'm doing it to help y'all out, because it's weighs less, not by much, but you'll be surprised when you put them in a shoebox how much it racks up that price for your shipping. And then we will just set them down here. Set it right here. We'll just set a little bit of stuff everywhere while we're doing this, and I'll just hope they don't blend in and I don't get lost. Next up, we just sold this on Vinted today. Somebody made us an offer for I think $3.75. What's cool about Vinted is, you know, things go very quickly. We just listed this like 2 days ago. It is a extra large 360 stretch form. I think it's the top to like a nursing uniform, or I mean, I shouldn't just say nursing, but the top to like in the medical field type of uniform. Because somebody, I believe the buyer asked me if I had the bottoms as well. I'm like, oh no, I just throw stuff in a bag and try to sell it to people. I don't know nothing about it. It's got bottoms? Like, I don't know. So that was a definite no. But I think, if I remember correctly, she's the one that bought it. Oh, I should probably turn on that other light. Would that help? We'll do this video with just this right here, and we'll see how this works for lighting. The other one is right here. It's just I use tape to keep it up when I'm making a video, and then down when I'm doing that, but the video was already started and I forgot, and I guess I could pause it. I could pause it and then come back and it'd be so bright. But I ain't trying to do all that stuff. That's why I don't even edit. Like, you can see me, I'm in a storage unit, you know. I like my shirt. Yeah, so that was really cool that this sold as well. I figured it would. I am to the point now to where I don't think that nothing's not, I'll make sure I say that right. I don't think that nothing's not gonna sell. I don't think that nothing's not, gosh, say that 10 times in a row. Clearly I can barely say it once. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Remember, like, subscribe, follow. I'm always gonna do the hand motions when I say that. I use my hands a lot. Like, I was watching one of the videos the other day. No, I watched like 2 in a row. And each video I was like, welcome to Fogarty N Friends. Like, I was throwing up some signs. For the record, I don't know no signs, but it was just the way it was moving. I was like, gosh, I hope I don't signal something. Geesh, my bad. Then we'll put the label on this. Yeah, I'm really hyper this morning. Well, I'm hyper every morning, as we all know. I got some really super cool ADHD. And I don't just say that. Ask my psychiatrist. I love that. It's so funny. Like, hands down, I don't really have to, like, see one too often these days. But they're the one that diagnosed me. Oh, I forget what that one's name is. But anyways, back to action. We also have... let me put this over here. We have somebody, these went on Vinted 2, I believe, or was it? Yeah, this was, I think it says, doesn't it? No, it might have been eBay, but nonetheless, we got some Lands End size 40, Lands End size 48 cargo shorts. I don't remember what I took for those. I think they just went on $5. $5 on Vinted. If I remember correctly, $5 on Vinted. Yeah, pretty sure. Which is super neat because, as we all know, I say it over and over again, they were just in a fill bag. So many. I could just assume, because I guess it really don't matter. I could just assume that everything I'm going to show you today that we sold, I fit in to one fill bag for $5 at some point in time. So that's just an easy way for me to realize how much profit I've really made. Because that's the only way I do it. You know? And when I first started off, I feel like it was difficult just buying anything, literally just anything when it comes to clothing and selling it, because like if you're selling just any type of clothing and it's not exactly like the top end stuff like that, and you're a new seller, I learned that there's not really a lot of people interested in it. I don't exactly know why, but then all of a sudden, you know, now here several years later, I can just list anything, make a video about it, and then it gets sold. Like, it's super cool. Like, I love you guys so much. You guys are all awesome. And I don't just, you know, put them on YouTube. I put videos, like I always say, on like 14 different platforms. So, it's really cool. I had to get a trash can. I just use the floor right now. And then I sweep it and throw it in the trash can. It's over there. So actually what I meant to say is I need to move the trash can closer so when I'm talking to you, I don't have to throw stuff on the floor. Oh no, what is this? Oh yeah, I got this on here. So then, yeah, get this bad boy on here. I kind of like this. It's a cool little shipping station idea. And then because what I do is I got that table right here. I don't want to, you can hear it though. Which is the one that you always see the clothes on. I just turn it to where it's long ways. Right now it's laying this way. But I turn it long ways and then I pull out one of these boxes. I'll set it like right this. And then I just go through and grab what shirt I need, and then I pick it back up and I place it in here. I wish I would have did this process a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't. I probably could have grew faster. had I did this, because the reason why it took this long to grow so fast, and the aspect is I always kept thinking I didn't have enough space, so I just kind of kept it. I don't know what the heck. Then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go full blast. I'm going full time reselling. I will make space out of the space I have. And then I was like, oh yeah, I could just invest in some shelves. Picture everything you see here in totes, like stacked up on each other, to where I gotta get a tote down, go through the tote, find everything, do all that. I did it for years in a storage unit half the size, but it is what it is. So that's cool. Oh yeah, and this is going to the United Kingdom too, so that's how I know it's going to that it was Vinted. Vinted's like the only place that I sell a lot to the United Kingdom now, and so that's super awesome. And then, what do we got here? Next up, we have a Burger King hat. Whenever I find restaurant hats, I definitely pick them up. Restaurant hats, restaurant shirts, it doesn't matter. Anything restaurant, I like to pick up. And they always sell. Because, like, yeah, you can... From my experience of working in like fast food restaurants, you can get new uniform stuff from some of them. Other ones, they will tell you, oh, we have like a catalog or something like that you can order extras from. And or even if you do destroy it, or an accident happens at work and it gets greasy or something, you still have to purchase it at their prices, which aren't always fun, especially if you're like younger and you're probably, I'm not saying only young people work at fast food, but let's just say younger people, a lot of them do, you know what I mean? And them are usually the ones that don't have the money to just buy the brand new uniform stuff, like maybe the older people that work there do, because they've been saving money for a while. But the younger ones that work there, that's probably not something that they have, you know. So I like to pick that kind of stuff up. So if you do need a new hat and you work at a restaurant, or a new shirt, hey, you can just throw a couple dollars my way and I got you. So then, and everything always sells when it comes to restaurant. I think that might have even been, there might be one Culliver's shirt left. I haven't seen any restaurant things in a few weeks, actually. There's really one spot that I can typically find them at, and it's really hats, unless I go to Goodwill. But I don't mess with Goodwill, man. I don't. Goodwill charges more to sell stuff than I charge to sell stuff. So how can I buy stuff from them? You know, like, and that doesn't necessarily mean everything, but like when it's all said and done, you know, when I want my $8 to $10 profit on every item at the least, if I'm paying $8 to $10 per item there, like, that's just gonna ruin my flow. Like I say all the time, my mission is to sell 100 items at least every single day from an $8 to $10 profit really quickly. And it's not that the clothes and the shoes and the stuff that I sell aren't worth that, or worth even more. It's just all I'm looking for, and it's super easy to get on average now. So, and you know, and as you can see now, I'm up to about in between 15 and 20 items a day. As soon as it gets to 100 items a day, dude, that's gonna be like my first goal, 100 items a day. Then my second goal is gonna be 1,000 items a day. You know, and I can do it, man. I can push 1,000 items a day all day long. As long as I was to stay organized, I got the inventory, and I don't even have to thrift. If I was to sell $1,000 a day, I could go. There's so many different places that get like shipments of clothing, but at that point, I'd have to like probably get out of this storage unit, because I don't think I'd have enough. I'd have to have a couple storage units, but I probably would never do a warehouse either. If I ever, you know, once I start scaling up, my mission is to just get more storage units. Save up to buy enough property, which it'll never actually be mine. Government owns everything, but save up to rent enough property from the government, and then build my own little like set of storage units on there, and then have people use my storage units, rent them out, but then also use my storage units to keep all my stuff and run my business pretty much for free, because everybody else will be paying for. And I know people are like, oh, do warehouses and do all that. I'm good on all that. I do not want an electric bill. I'm gonna get this same setup for just a bunch of warehouses, or like a bunch of storage units. My mission is to have one just like this though, just for shirts. One like this, just for pants. One like this, just for shorts. You know what I mean? And then that's it. Because I like this, and then one for shoes, and then one for electronics. But I think you get my point. And then I want to just use cheap little lights, and I want to use a Jackery power box to light it all up. And you know what? That is so cost efficient, and it gets the job done, and you can still stay really organized. You know what? And you ain't paying for a bunch of space you ain't using. That's how I want to do it, you know. And then of course, like I said, once I get build my own units, I'd still do that. But then other people will pay for it because they'll just rent units from me too. Or I could build something bigger. But if I built something bigger, like a storage unit or something like that, or you know, like a shed, or if you built like a warehouse, something like that, you just got all that space up in the sky just chilling there, you know, like where your roof is. But if you just got these storage units, like I can almost touch the roof. There's no space wasted. You know, everything that I pay for this, that I rent this one out, you know, for the $98 a month, I'm still not technically using all the space that I'm renting. So it's like I can still work out of this for much longer. Look at these shelves. You see these right here? I can set another set of shelves right here, and I'll make it work. You know what I mean? And y'all know I will too. I will make it work. You know? Don't upgrade all the time just because you want to. Literally only upgrade when you need to. Put in the work, save the money. Well, don't save it. Invest it. But investing is still saving in my eyes. You know? Because you're putting it into your future. That's what I would do. You know? That's my mission. Next up, though, we also sold these, you know, if you've made it this far, super cool, because I ramble on sometimes. Oops, my bad. Like, subscribe, follow, you know, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your grandpa, tell your grandma, but hey, careful, sometimes grandma don't like me. It's okay, just kidding, grandma loves me. But you know what, when I was growing up, grandmas did not like me. Listen, I was just I'm still hyper. But I was really, really hyper growing up. Really, really hyper. We got some Bernie. I don't know. There's a bear though. I like to say Bernie. But yeah, I love that I still sell pants. And this is like the hottest time on record, so they say, or whatever. And I'm still selling jeans. You know why? Because we're Fogarty N Friends, and you can just make us an offer. And when you know you can come and make us an offer, and why do I always say us when it's just me that does this? Well, there's Jasmine, but she don't really help out no more. She be doing her own thing now, going on 11 years old. But yeah, you know, you can make an offer. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna buy pants in the summertime if he's gonna take what I got to offer. Well, yeah, let's do some business, and it all adds up. Some people think, or they'll be like, oh, well, how do you even make money if you just accept offers? Because you're thinking of an offer like someone's just disrespectfully saying, hey, I'll give you $2. I look at an offer like, hey, I definitely would have took $3 for those, but you're about to give me $10. Dude, absolutely. I paid 10 cents for them. Thank you. But other people out there, at their lowest or medium price, $14.96 plus shipping and handling, or this, and that. And maybe they would have paid it if they had to, but they didn't have to. Or at least they wanted to take the chance of not doing so by making an offer. And I insist you do the same. I do. I would rather you make an offer and we just get this product pushed. Look it. This is my product. I'm trying to push my product, all right? Let's get it out. You'll come back for more. That's how it is, though. That's something that I did learn from, you know, growing up and maybe hanging out with some of the wrong people for a little while in my teenage years, in my early 20s. You know, if you got something and you want to sell it, I don't mean like necessarily bad stuff, like not talking the drugs, but I knew some people that would sometimes sell, like they would go to the stores and boost their clothes and resell them. You know, they were naughty. They did naughty stuff. But they would always say, you know, it'll sell. You just gotta find the right person. I'd be a little kid like, that's crazy! With the high-pitched voice, that's crazy, you're selling your cards? Didn't you just get those from your grandma? People be selling their cards. They be taking their cards from their cousins and selling their cousins' cards. I hung out with the wrong people. Always taking stuff from their... They would take stuff from their cousins a lot. Oh, goodness. And there was this one kid. We stopped hanging out with him, though, because he would always be taking stuff from stores, getting caught, but trying to blame other people and doing weird stuff. We're like, dude, we don't want to hang out with you if you're going to be stealing, all right? If you're going to take stuff from your cousin, that's fine. We don't take nothing from the store, man. You get in trouble. It's not fine either way, but it's just funny. Funny, good old days. I was a scaredy cat, so I never really... And plus, I didn't have no, like, cousins around anyways. Like, when we was over in that town, all our family was away, so I just watched everybody else do dumb stuff. Funny, good old days. Then, we also have these really cool blue shoes. They're blue Nike, what does it say? Well, they're like some cleats. They're hard to read in here. Well, it's got like this glitter writing on it. At first, I just thought it was squiggles. Some like little squiggly lines. Oh, that's falling out. I don't even know if that's like my microphone or not. Because I know I got my headphones in. So I'm just keeping it in there just in case it is. And if it's not, then I'm keeping it in there because I'm a moron. It keeps falling out every time I smile. It's like my ear crinkles and my headphone falls out. Every day on the treadmill, every day I'd be running. All of a sudden, ear get all sweaty. Then next thing you know, headphone fall out. Go down the treadmill. I gotta hope somebody don't step on it. Man, oh man. That's all I can say is man, oh man. And then we're going to double bag these ones. Sometimes with shoes, you got to double bag them. Because they don't always close up at the end. But I still let it close. And then it's probably not going to close up at the end this time either. But we'll put it down as much as we can. And then we'll take some tape. Where did I put my tape at? Think. Oh, I had to use it yesterday. Why did I have to use it yesterday? Hey, I was taping something last night, I think. Was I? Maybe not. Well, what did I do with my tape? I am so confused. Y'all can probably see the confusion. Huh. Well, maybe I lost it? Huh. Well, that's weird. Well, we are not taping it. Well, no, we can still tape. Yeah, we can still tape because I'm so happy I did that. Remember when I bought that 6-pack of rolls? Normally, I only get 1 pack, or just one because it's right down the road. I don't use tape too often anymore since I just sell clothes and they're all in the, the bags already. But this time I bought the 6 for $9 or whatever. But I'm still really confused about where the tape went though. That's really weird. There's a tape gun. How do I do that? But everything's so like, I can't say I put everything back in the same place or it would be there, but I thought I put everything back in the same place. Man, oh man. Well, oh well. I suppose it is what it is. See, and then we just tape that up. That way we got that all good to go. And then we put it on this dude. He's got a cool ass name. I won't say it because that's... Don't say it. But next up, we have this Anna shirt. And it is a size medium. And that sold, I believe, for $9 on eBay. So that is really cool. Good for some overnight sales. Oh yeah, and those other shoes, I think they were $13. I don't remember. I don't remember what they were. Remember I told you guys when I got these bags, they ain't gonna go. Sure as heck ain't gonna last long. I might as well just order another thing of bags right now. That way I have enough. So I don't have to wait no more. Sometimes Amazon be late. They be like, oh, we got you. And I pay for Prime. Not that I really... I mean, I guess it helps now. At first, I didn't really use Prime because when I was ordering my stuff, it was about the same price just to get everything I needed for the month. And then pay for shipping. It was a little bit cheaper than just ordering the Prime subscription and then paying for what I need. Because not every month did I need the same stuff. Like, because sometimes things in bulk would be on sale. But nonetheless, this time I was like, well, I'm going through stuff a lot faster. It might actually be worth it this time. And turns out it was. Because now when I need something, boom, I can just order it for overnight. But it doesn't always show up overnight. Then we also got rid of these dinky jeans. Alright, so then we're size 10. And then we're another Vinted. I like Vinted. It's just a really easy way to make quick cash. I liked Whatnot too, but I only did good with Whatnot when it came to like DVDs for a long time. But when it came to clothing, I just didn't at that point in time when I was doing Whatnot. I just didn't know enough about clothing to be able to keep people interested, in my opinion. As of now, I could probably do a clothing auction and comfortably know what I'm talking about for the most part. On top of that, though, I wasn't... hold on. I just noticed something. Looks like my printer made a mistake because I was putting this on there and I seen media mail. And well, media mail can definitely not be a thing for a pair of shorts. So we'll get that taken care of. It looks like it double printed for this. For the... what is it? This is the cassette tapes. There's like a 10 pack cassette tapes. I think we got $10 for them. Easy listening, music and stuff. See, I had a couple hundred things, the cassette tapes, and I told AI, I took pictures of all of them, and then had it take all the names from the pictures, and we went through stacks of 10. I gave it 20 stacks of 10, and then I told it to take all of them titles and put them in stacks of 10 that a buyer would most likely want to buy. And I did that with movies and CDs, and they sell. You know, not everybody buys tapes all the time, but they still sell. So it's pretty cool. Some packs sell for $20 because that's what AI said to put with them. I don't know how good the artists are. I don't know nothing like that. I just had AI, Gemini. I just had Gemini do all the research, and I just listed it. But yeah, it definitely It definitely helps if you just utilize those AI tools. For me, anyways, I personally love the fact that even though I didn't do eBay very long, to be able to like say I did research for so long, because I really didn't do eBay very long before AI became a thing for me. I'm sure it was out there way before I learned about it and how to use it. But before it became a thing for me and I really started... Sorry about all the trucks, guys. I'm right next to a highway. But yeah, before I actually started to utilize all that. I think it's great though. I love it. Then we also have Marlin. Oh, sorry. Oh, this really cool flower shirt. It's pretty neat. Somebody bought that for $13, I believe. Don't quote me. I can't look. I guess I could start writing them down just for fun, just for informational purposes. I don't know, what am I doing? Let's not do that yet. But rather than that. But I think altogether yesterday, because I used Flip. If you haven't tried it yet, it's tools.flip.com, I believe it's called. They don't, promote this video or nothing like that. I love it. I think it's a good thing. But I think I said altogether we had like 148 in sales yesterday, or 138 in sales, with 98 profit, I believe. So, not a horrible day. Not a horrible day at all. Gives a little bit of cash. And what's cool is out of that $100, the $98 I made profit yesterday, I will take $10 probably $10 out of that day and go get another 50 pieces of clothing to do it all over again. So yeah, super cool. We're getting towards the end, guys. Hang in there. Then we just sold these. They are Curve Appeal. There's some more pants, like some dressier pants or maybe something like that, maybe not. But still selling pants in the summertime. I believe someone made an offer for $8, I do believe. So, super cool, super cool. And I'll show you the one that we have last but not least. Let's get our label on this so we can do that. And then we got to get to the post office. And we got to get our listings done. We also got to get to the gym. We got to get Jasmine over to go play with her friend so Dad can go to the gym. What else do we need to do? Then eventually, which I'm going to make a video with you guys when I do it. But I got to take all this clothing over here, if you can see it. Boom, or here. You can see it over there. I got to take all that clothing from over there. And I have to label it and put it in bags so it all looks like this. So that when I'm scanning through things, I just looking at this and then I know exactly what it is real quick. And then I pick it out. So what I pretty much have decided to do, and I'm still in the process of doing, but it's a lot of it's done, is I have it in the size of the box it goes in. I also will have it labeled. I haven't did the shirts yet. I was just, because all the shirts are different. It's just these things that are like the same colors and pants and stuff are the main things I have to like really label. But then I'm working on also color coding them while they're in there, and I'm probably going to go back through all these ones and start writing on it as well, just because it might help. It's not too hard to find shirts because I don't really have any two of the same shirts, but there are some black shirts that until you open them up you can't really tell the difference, so it might help. It probably would help. I mean, last but not least, we sold these Nikes. I'm not going to take them out. I'm just going to get the label out. But we sold these big Nike size like 13 cleats. Somebody offered us $17 for them. we had these cleats and I believe 5 other pairs of shoes in a fill-a bag for $5. So we bought that day. Remember when I told you guys we bought like 6 bags of shoes for like $31.77 or something like that. This was in one of those bags. See, it all pays off. You know, it was a lot of hard work, and at first I wasn't even sure that I understood how I was possibly going to make a living off of reselling. But then I realized that, like, clothes are actually really expensive out there. And even if you have a lot of money, clothes are still stupid expensive. Like, why it cost so much just to clothe yourself? Like, geesh. It's just weird. But sometimes I don't understand why people in my local area are so willing to pay me full prices instead of just making me an offer. Because they'll see something on Facebook Market and they won't even make me an offer. I'll be like, you can just pay me like that other guy. He bought a pair of shorts, swimming trunks on the 4th of July. He's like, oh, thanks for coming out on the 4th. I'm like, dude, thank you for shopping on the 4th. What do you mean? Like, this is $15 is going to go towards, you know, helping put food in my kid's mouth. The fact that you wanted to go shopping on the 4th and not, like, do 4th of July stuff, thank you. So I was just really happy to have a customer. I was like, you don't have to pay the whole $15, dude. I'll say $10. Most of those prices are just for, like, so I can also pay for shipping and handling or shipping supplies and stuff like that, you know. But no, he insisted to pay it all. I'm like, all right, cool, you know, like, whatever. Appreciate you. So I gotta stretch bags sometimes to fit on these shoes sometimes, because they just be. And I'm not gonna go buy separate big bags because this works really good. Just stretch it out a little bit, put it on there. See, now it goes over just fine. We got one on there. We're gonna put the other one over that, just like we did with the other pair of shoes. And then I'll slide. You just don't, for the most part, stick. If you're leaving one bag open on the inside of this bag, just don't pull and stick the other part. That way you don't have to worry about it sticking to the shoe. But then pull it up, get it on there. But you can pull and stick this one. At least that's what I do. That way it's still easy for them to get it off. Pull, stick it, and then of course we're going to tape. We're going to tape this side so that way. I want to know where my tape gun went. Maybe it fell. Maybe it fell. I don't know. Wait, I got one more idea. Hold on, bear with me. Maybe I put it. Oh, dudes. I remember now. I was looking in the wrong bag. I was so confused too, dudes. Because I was like, I remember putting them in a bag. Clearly, I just didn't remember what bag. Well, alright, everybody. That is everything that we have sold for today. Or last night and this morning. That's pretty much how I do things. You all know that. We just ship out whatever sold last night, whatever sold this morning. So that way we got faster shipping than everybody else. Or at least that's our mission. I love you guys. I gotta go back through everything. I got these little thank you stickers, so we'll go back through everything. Put a thank you sticker on each one. You know, it's nothing too big, but just something that's a little extra. When you put something a little extra on there, it shows you guys that I'm willing to take a little extra time out of my day to say thank you for you taking time out of your day to help my dreams come true. You know, so I appreciate you all. I gotta make a quick little short video too, so I'm just gonna get all these packages and be like, we sold this, and just because I like to make quirky little shorts too. And May, like, subscribe, follow, hit that like button, share, tell your friends, family, come shop at Fogarty N Friends. Always make us an offer. Don't worry about what the price says. Just make an offer. We're going to figure it out. Now, again, I love you guys. So, be friendly, be kind, and stop and think before we speak. Let's just keep being good people. I love you guys so much. I'm Fogarty, and you're the friends. Fogarty N Friends. I'm out.